game nim.
It will be because this is a team that is questioning trying to win the league. So definitely they will never sit down for anybody to stop them from winning the league. And we are also we want to be competitive in the quest for the league. So definitely it will be very tough for both of us. It won't be easy. It will be very tough for both of us. Even though they star advantage, because if you are going to play at home, you really have the advantage more than the person coming. But that will not deter us from coming in for what we want.
And Coach Karim Zito, and at this answer to just say, baby, any go star, or more a pelignaji, Asante Rocco, and so a pelignagentino, a Bema game nimo aye de pa. Na osign so Edin como say, Echere, Asante Rocco, a fans.
Yes, but we should admit it. We are going to meet one of the best league of one of the best team in the league today on Sunday. They are very good and they have more advantage by playing at home. So we double our tax seriously in meeting them. So we are preparing towards that.
And so and some Coach Karim Zito, and so area tuja ahubuabu no said there. Asante Koroko ni nyina no na wabone tofa enso area ma medin kan aka che se no me nsa ewo adakoja ache Asante Koroko enso friendly match no etimi abaso ewo hono na eyade se boy ye bo nyina omo ombe se game no ebe koso na bibia etimi akoye no referees on the match day omo be jemfinfin ahese bibia enso ebetimi akoye na rag chairman referee Seja retired referee Seja Erin Sema Tuja na Ochemo Padia Sika GFA Edimo Muso Mufanko di match no kiti bia ade se enso ba bia.
Main issue is not only about only the debt. For what they feel is just only the outstanding debt now GFND and Kano. Our main issue is not only about only the debt. One of the principal cardinal issues is Kano boys, a man for Yenone, Mranch, and Omukunumqua. Open your baby and that. They don't have enough money to sleep in hotel. Transportation has eaten up everything. They say no more Martin Chicacano. We are yet to work out to find a 15%. Anitamal is over 400, over 400 Ghana cities. Don't it 15% out of 400 cities. They will do 50 cities and do 50 cities. So it tells you that. So we could do Division 1 match, that's 750 Ghana cities. In a house in Kwaya 800 cities. Or Kwaya no buy, or what Daniel. That is what the issue is. The issue is, for what they feel is just only the outstanding debt now.
Enti eno referee retired Seja and it is Semino and so etimi atujano na yanko safu jamfi the black president or in Sema Tuja say Asante Roko any baby any Gold Stars game no on the copa.
Omudia was a show. Sena was a show. A quite a fast show. Yeah, na yenu makobo omono na nyadi say baby any day ejewu ndi abako yenu makobo.
Okay, I know the black president Safo Jamfi and it is Semina Tuja say baby any di Asante Roko ebeko pan ombeko akofa 3 maximum point na wo game ni mo enso etimi ede aba eno ensema Safo Jamfi enso etimi ede atuja na eyade say ensem we no meti ye no eyem nwa kakra Alhaji Gruza ɛwɔ team a ɔmo bɔ division 1 nanso ɔde ato dwa sɛ Ghana football no sisi a ɔmfollow krabiem
I'm secretary league Premier League because I didn't hear a hobby me person say be a meeting football no answer me share football abuchire football Ghana dey say my jai Kemfese kura bo me nkopak na me wo me reasons
eno eye Alhaji Karim Gruza ono ene owner Edema Kim Faisa eno ode sansam no enso atuja hawa ono nso follow Ghana League no enso ebiem ewo hono mo ni nyina ensema ekoso ene eboche enso etimi ede amount na Eric Amponsa goalkeepers coach Edema Sudan sanso na adese former goalkeepers no oda omano pa ode nsembebre enso etimi atuja wakasafa Ghana sisi hawa ye league no empanyimfo organize no say ye kase date we ye share league na se a eno a ene ye be share
the organization no very good because for some time now no time ye be kase share league na so no ye timi share time ye be kase ye be we no etimi we and quality of play and also no about so fine. See if they feel a very good leader. Said yeah to also a good future because when to make us Ghana Premier League, you know, quality no our form as compared to other African countries.
Eno Eric Amponsa or a former goalkeepers coach Edema has a folk and offensive media ma Sisiano ono and Sudan national team no omo goalkeepers coach and they san 72 now wakasa for Black Stars tournament ye kono wa London 4 nation tournament ye ni Trinidad and Tobago and offensive Jamaica and Nigeria tournament ye kobo no wakasa fa
maybe all the time na say baby me want say me mbonge si Ghana me Ghana ni me mbo enge si Ghana se bia say me wo si dan ya ni Ghana boy na me say Ghana say baby eno de me we sada but me mbonge si Ghana na me chrome team me mine ekobo e fine say tournament wo UK no me pe ene me pai bon say Ghana nkofa nkunum de mbra me wish you more the best of luck adibia na aye na nkunimdie de enije aba oman mu no eno na me wish for Ghana
eno enso goalkeepers coach Eric Amponsa and it san sebro enso etuja se senye Sudan ene Ghana na ebonko ade a oman bia oni Ghana Black Stars ebehia no ono o support Ghana emfa won se sisia no oye adwuma Edema Sudan national team no eno de sansem no enso etuja na eno na owie no a ade say head coach Edema Bechem United kwakuda nso enso ere atuja say local players ne de ye from wo Black Stars a eya na eboa enso ane na ni age pa
coach bia nyane sa na ni beje coach bia nyane sa na ni beje say at least the team play a bit film akọ Black Stars. And Black Stars, I think there's almost fellow cast ni become one many beji because Ebema almost so I encourage you and also motivate local players now more It's in me expect to say South tournament we are at least almost local players ni being count. So they almost being exposure. Na yenye ni that's what Black Stars no future.
Eno enso head coach Edema Bechem United kwakuda nso and it is answer no to just say how you bet me and include local boys no and so our Black Stars medin cat hold the amount say coach Otuado ne call up Odeba Bonteno about 5 local players omubenya call up no 2 Asante Roko players 1 say has of folk player and offenso Mediama Bako and a Nations FC and so ebakwa omunyina no omobe pie and so our coach Otuado call up ebeba betoja na Evans Ousu Abrantewe and so a player ɛde ma samatesa oyɛ adwuma enso ɛde ma ɔmo na ɛyade sɛ wonim sɛ ɛnkyɛ bia na season no enso ɛba na wieyɛ enti clubs n'ani abere ye papa ɛno ɛna Continental Club Masters ediwe na mebo a na kyɛ sɛ nkɔfo bi adwa enso ɛwɔ hɔ nso yɛ dɛ a ɛka asofoko esanse once upon a time na omo ye Continental Club Masters eno ena sisiano Evans Owusu House of Folk any di abrantie we echi ye papa omo chempa dia said next season obehye rainbow colors na ebeboa ama bibia enso etimi akoye ede ama House of Folk eno enso ensema ye boy check akra ede ama na Mr. KTS Okaku ono ene president ede ma the Ghana Football Association and anui na watch area ya etwamu no Legon na ehohuru ebra emano FA Cup and afenso emane league no finals no enso etimi course so na wakasa area fasa festival no ehu.
I was very much looking forward to because it was a day reserved for us to celebrate women's football, and we called that day the Women's Football Festival. Indeed, the 4 teams that walked out of the changing room onto the turf made all of us proud. If you look at the level of the competition, the level of football, the enthusiasm shown by the clubs, the fans who defied the heavy rains to stay and to enjoy the female sport, is something that really, really excited me, and that tells all of us how far the game has come. I think that the investments that we've made in the female sport over the last 5 years is beginning to yield fruits, so to say. Our Black Queens are back to the stage that they belong to, getting ready for the WAFCON. But most importantly, police ladies and Fed ladies deserve all the congratulations.
Eno ket Mr. E.S. Okreku and I just say obo police ladies omo sisi aba Ghana mano bo bonima omo ena aje league no edesi omo na so ena offensive faith ladies omo so emana fem no FA Cup no omo ena aje o esi omo na so a obo omo abase omo deserve abasobodie bia ese empanyimfo enso etimi ede emomo na eyade se echina na wotwe meche efiada ebene na wotwe so ewo Accra Sports Stadium enye fedi agro eho ena eye Techiman 11 Wonders omo ne RTU eyade se omo nso playoff game no eba so ne ahwetima obetimi qualify to the Ghana Premier League nim na 9:30 yetna se wo full time ne so a eye zone 1 and afin so eye zone 3 no ye be rewremo enso etimi ede amount na Techiman 11 Wonders supporters no ede nsem kakra atuja
Chamambas and playing for an Akura and a clean body, no, Yansan Bomba Basso once again, little or more terms say yes, premium on the Dematic Mana Ponoma, yesterday, Gitafon, yesterday, and a dear or Marco Condena, I do say, I don't know about Shades, and Gitafo yesterday, and I said, Robert Parker so enormous, not parking Yama, Indian boom. 19 quarter boys in a cheap. Men are coming to West and say, Romo, first half of Uncle Mark in the game down, go for the Bidia Doom. Do not chance and I was able to me there. A yard, one of the Amai, Senator, so, the anybody say the Queen about the plan. Because last season, Kabadistan one necessary. Now we have to play off in the couple. This season, here, qualification to Premier. It might be international, England, for 9 quarter boys in a cheap. Young faster than what we say, or Thailand, one that's a cheap.
Eno Techiman 11 Wonders chita for ena edition 72 years empayimfo aboa secure playoff qualification area momodia dia kan say omobedi team na che free Techiman akopie mu onkan na omako support say de beya ombetimi enya Premier League no enso ewo Techiman next season we eso ena ye gina na afin so efisem ni nyina ye de asi ana afin so yakọ amanone ne yakọ ensema ekoso enso ene anope ewo amanone Ember ade ache bia
ya sanso oba ai se bibia eboko de
amfa
so who ni United
say me de me nyakura be 100 years na nkomo njili okay no mo nje trophy bia said ye call 31 years and NG Liga man you for no more church you Krumian sa pepe ade na dane into the biomo kwa ombelusu
is it pese Greece monk Arsenal Manchester one in successful season
and the Arsenal and the Arsenal because untimi mfa 16 name successful
yeah komra na yeni enkomo kakra efa enra UEFA Europa League final game ekoso ewo obi manso Spain eho na yede dwumede ne hyase na bibia nso atumi akoso na me patcho mami before game na nkasa how wana chese Spurs boboko no enso supporters etu opinion den ade Ange Postecoglou wamodini din na etondom wei eye videos na ba before game no be hyase atmosphere no was really charged yente how supporters no edi coach ni din na omode tondom yente so my intikra enti Ange Postecoglou enwa ono na chaso omodinity enso na omode tondom ne ate na next video no yabehwe Manchester United legend bebre epiemu was son meme ho omo babehwe game ni bi the legendary Sir Alexander Chapman Ferguson penini nie ono ba ubenya in the next video obehu se play to na no nanimu abai we aye Ferdinand Post mo and legends awudopi enso baya womo better club ni sweti ba ankoye amfama Manchester United boboko Spurs esem 1-0 yenhwe game no highlight nkakra na go TV no any radio no so
once more and Johnson's in there and Tottenham struck first on the big night. Brennan Johnson right on the line. Slipped in for Bentancur. Saw once more and Johnson's in there. And Tottenham struck first on the big night.
Okay, nti no aye game no highlight no guso wo Mamuche aye Sompa Radio 93.1 no and also aye de course nti owura ne tande Brennan aye Johnson on and so the only goal game no do na gidi so go no na aye own goal for the second minute and as go no and so top form but when him say game no do na no me course no do na accord the Manchester United boboko no a sunset total shot. United about 16 as against Spurs about 3 and watching a shot on target. United have 6 shot on target. Team and the Spurs and just 1 and one son at Tottenham and the Mawamo. I was against anymore with some ball possession. At the end of the game, Manchester United about 74 as against Spurs. Now you're 26 in terms of passes. Manchester and make it 514 passes as against Spurs 183. But the truth of the matter, and it's the most important thing, and the Spurs Bobo Kuno. And so to me, and I get therefore power, and no pay don't want some out of the power, let me be answered to my kama, or see a dear yo. Ayo owurane den ade Ange Postecoglou dia wo hwe e was on television so eno no we ayo coach no ne somebody to dwa before the game so ono oye nimpa on winning trophies never on time winning the trophies no I won the first season I always win trophies in my second season enti eno and at the end of the game we be some players no wo aye banner Ange Postecoglou picture ne daso ne some okeka ne sugu so a wo ma fa any celebrity and agete course friend ne bi ne egu so jete ho so auto de pa ne bibia so atumi age kama mami akura ye fansa Mickey aye Van de Ven and so clients no in fact na no de ball na to atena mu awie hwe ba bia ewgina our club ball no edi free ho edu sa time na grace mu nyina o mo gidi se game na pai ekwa akwa 1-1 ɔmo kɔ akɔgye trophy no na bibia nso atumi akɔ so bɔ yi firi hwee no akla ball no ɛnso atumi deɛ firi wɛ no ɛnyinaa yɛdeɛ kɔ so game no mu yɛ yɛgu so yɛde ɛho nsɛm ahodoɔ mu yɛtie fɔ wonim sɛ UEFA fo bɔ wura ne den ɛde Christian Romero aba so as the man of the match ɔno ɛna yɛbɔ n'aba so best player ɛwɔ game ne so mu at the end of the game player yɛde ɛnso ɛde Son Heung-min ɔgye di sɛ nei ɔyɛ legend for Spurs yɛntie ne nsɛm ɔde to dwa no.
Congratulations, you did it. How do you feel?
We did it. And can't believe that we did it. Trophy. I said a couple of times I stayed here because I wanted to do something special. And today we did it something special, I think that the people would never forget. So happy moments. Let's just celebrate.
There must have been so many points along the journey where even the smallest of doubts crept into your mind. You thought, will it happen for me? Will it happen for me?
No, I never doubted, and obviously we had some tough games, but I always believed that we can win these tournaments, and today is the final day that we lifted. And I mean, credit all the boys that they were outstanding from day one, and maybe not the best captain.
And no, Son Heung-min, some of the two Janano, so from day one, and I tell some my spouse on Meche, the friends a trophy, and they obey to my friend who saw a legend at the Spurs Club, and on Yamaya 9:30, and watching Diako Swing and I at the Baba, the Biaso, and to me, I come off him, Andrew Postacoglu, coach, and so and some of the two after the game, and I take a crane and twasso.
In a European final, what does that mean to you as someone that takes so much pride in his identity?
Look, I don't know. I'll think about all those things. I know what it means to the club, and that's what I love these moments. I've had a few of them in my career because I just look around and see what it does to people, and that's the most special thing for me.
Lots of people have spoken and asked you about your dad and what it would have meant for this. I wondered now, seeing your boys run onto the pitch.
Enti eno Mr. Andrew Postacoglu and some of the two channel na me patro ma me video no gomra egu so ayekasa na yenhwe so video no we team on the thing at the Tottenham Hotspur our dressing room obehu se wo hwe video ne din obehu se banana kakra gu ho enu nie obehu se apple kakra ho enu echi champagne bebre enso na sisi wo no mo no enti Spurs bobokro eni japa club gu so amonso I some best celebrity. Never be so at him. I come at me. So, coach, as a season, ayo of Vanessa, it sounds a last run of matches on the ball. Our Premier League and Serie. Wamun relegation. Almost want to be and Premier League, and the season ayo almost over. Coach, Metesa Yamiyatuma Sunday about making a lot of changes. I want no song in the team of the ball. I am the last Premier League game, and no, I am so many sweat and I don't pay a good side in Samanon. And they pa na bibia so atumi aye kama enso ho me patro Grace mami next video no Spurs ready for the Champions League players in here and dressing room wa and almost say go Champions League anthem and famomo instance omo betumi abo Champions League no team way and so are strong enough to compete in the UEFA Champions League and to be who Radu Dragoshemo and the players in Sasian we are ready for the Champions League. And Spurs Bobo Koroboka, they are cherry singing us, team way are strong enough. In fact, they were better than Manchester United. When we bet to about Champions League, get a bit manaya ye. Now, young Conquer to Granny Rubin Amorim, or say, I will not change anything in the way I do things. And when you offer to coach, the August or here, our Manchester, no, coaching Santa, Yentino.
Has been quite poor. Obviously, the fans have come here and seen another quite poor performance. Is there anything that you can say to the fans to give them optimism that things are going to be better in the future, starting with next season?
I think I was always really honest with you guys. We didn't perform perfect today, but we were better than the opponent, and the opponent also play. In the second half, we try everything with the center defenders, with the players wide, the crosses, go inside the box. So I think I'm really honest with you guys, so I expect the same. And there are some days that I said that we were really poor. I think today was not the day. We were not perfect. We have a lot to improve, but I think I'm always honest with you guys. I'm always open. If the board and the fans feel that I'm not the right guy, I will go in the next day without any conversation about compensation. But I will not quit again. I'm really confident on my job. And as you can see, I will not change nothing in the way I do things.
Enti eno aye Rubin Amorim and some of the two channel no enti wo ten and some training busa ne say ote say eno powerhouse e kan wo fia say yesi owura no tender resignation or the letter command penny for agye atuma no ana o say nya no kre onye nadwen ansa or resign nimum ban say board no any supporters no penny for your madwen say omuntumi ni nya atuma sante na obeje atuma no nso to akọ or say oye confident about job na ono so gu so a ojan anu oye nso mani so to twa no me part of Grace mama next picture no menti unkomo 17 years since the last time Tottenham Hotspur age major trophy and now the meditudra say Newcastle aye 7 years this year Omaji trophy for the first time 91 years and no aye go ahead Eagles and no your club and also our Holland Abonten so and they Oma get to promotional Oma Dutch Eredivisie it take 91 years this season Oma aje trophy media two and Mr. Bologna for aje trophy for the first time since I am 51 years the last time Omaji major trophy no and watching Crystal Palace and so for the first time aje trophy this season and no aye dear to trend day you go so yet e won some out on and so depa na be bia so tuma ye kama afi yento so nko yenim ne yentie owura ne tadi look so or see our players we've got to question we are good enough to play for Manchester United this season. In fact, this is unacceptable and we look so unacceptable.
Luke, how much does that hurt? I think the worst it possibly can. It's so damaging. I think not obviously just tonight, but also we know how big it was for the future. The things with coming with winning Europa League, Champions League for next season.
Enti eno aye look sure we you defend about depa or no and ye aduma United and so I was saying say me yes so kono me patro Grace mama spare supporters no we aye de ko so e wo mu fie Tottenham Stadium ho we anya omako bibao Goma mutka fie e celebrity yenini edumri bi wo videos 9:30 atnasia ebirum afofuru TV nankasa giant screen e born omofro no mu gina so obetise stadium announcer no I catch up say mu free pitch na so esansa Sunday ye wo game ball so supporters no no mu stance no mu nyina ete ebegu eye stadium ho anya som ketokra we eye nkrofo mu ka fie I was Spurs fie enra almost games no enso ebi ho nyame ya dom 9:30 dia aka training na no ya de ba somo dia koso our Barca dia koso with Chelsea prepare ahead of the Conference League final against Real Betis in Menity yemfensia 9:30 on mahine ya wadu bwachini team no sorry a ya ba beto aso na ya de dia kan aba ya kro bibia.
Worse than your multi-bet missing, but nothing better than having it saved. Bet Saver. Here's Kwame and Yao. After hours of planning, both have locked in the same perfect multi-bet. Big win for United, over 1.5. And both teams to score in the London Derby. But who could have picked Leicester over City? Or a high-scoring game at the Bridge? There's nothing worse than having your perfect multi-bet missing. But there's nothing better than having it saved. Bet Saver. Win, even if your bet misses.
21st Clinic aye sciatica expert. Sciatica no o nerves na wo to ase na fa wo siremu na fa wo nansia besi ase ho no. Se ho techema eno ene ye fa ne sciatica. Na etimi bubu o to ase ka wo se dwe wo sirem wo je ho ba bia enye. Na no na 21st Clinic ba ye adwuma pa wo mu ye ntia baso bo ma je no Ghana ha ene amono ne enya asem ketua. Womuji international awards ahodo, womuji local awards ahodo. Na anu nso na womu be the only sciatica research and treatment center in Africa. Ibrahim Hano, ebini baby a gise 21st clinic in Kwa. Womu dia bibidro ene besa o yare no masa de machine aka ho. Eya yare sabia yare bia wutimi de ko ne mama de ba ko a woma gidi womu pa no. Eye sciatica ena stroke nso de kwa diabetes ne hypertension ne ade ne ade. Ghana ha baby a womu ho. 0540 311 311 0540 311 311. There's a 21st clinic. Womu ye sciatica expert.
Auntie, mami fufu 20 Ghana. Me pe fufu ne nkwan kwa. Sisi asa ne Ghana akone de ya bonu 010. Meme wanu ni.
Telecel dear. Yenim so bia ne ne ope. Enu nti ne ya made for me bundles. Ya data ne call packages are F4. Nya ya ma won kwa. Made for me bundles. Send you we need je ho. But *530# na top made for me bundles. Sesia.
Telecel. Connecting energies.
One here, and this morning we'll continue with the show as a Thursday morning, the 22nd day of May. Jabi Rabanka, already feared the nine of Dimani Fena, almost Ejuma Sono, a Sony Pabi Breni, and Ope Ricky Wahanomo, One Michael Wamiaso, George, and Ofia, Ricky. That's right. But you see you want to say.
No, I also chow.
The general solo do.
But definitely over chow.
Elder Papa be here in the studio had that.
Very important.
I don't quite see you. I'm actually Abaha.
Aye. The conference you deliver message.
I catch a radam. I also say my friend pa na da ko ma mi hu ni mi studio ha. O be surprise me.
Me gidi so otie kura.
Otie ma no pay, otie ma no pay. Me no dey way back o. I elder Boachi press me papa dey late Boachi. Ti on dey on ni mi edu no mo ti say.
Good.
Enya asem kutura ka atama na mo ejuso no.
Yeah.
Ano ho na no. Ho na na yekoji fees nyina o.
Wow.
School fees nyina ho na na etua fa yekoji. Oh, Jabi Bank there.
And I'm very credible.
Very. Elder Damwa there. Why are there so? Why are there? At least. Onya Candy no dear dear name na epijasa na esefata. Penny form by na yebi ono so why ye bi pa. My ente wa no pay.
My main fa in Chakese ma yeti for and all staff of Jabin Bank, especially your customers. The customers nini ho no bank nini ho ya elder our CEO elder Areda Moa, your deputy CEO Mr. Philip Kwapa, HR and all staff ya den chiakese ana ya de bremo no pai my hen o hwe said na work na quite from your time on mutual school fees o Jabin Bank e chere Jabin Bank said ya ho din any Christo Adom, any Ghana mine, any Asante mine, especially. Omotimia saw Jabin banking free to take Edia Bedrune, a chair said the Jabin bank yet here. And said Bibria Abba, and so an area of my home. And this a Jabin bank 40 years and over. Now you go so at your and maintaining image intact. I just say. Who discover to our or to me ba anytime bia who person you know to me your service a good bibia at the dana council a chose na Jabin bank there ampa ahode no e wo ya damase na Jabin bank besa damase o hwe 2023 according to Chamber of Commerce and Industry institution omo hwe Ghana enwunwuma nyina na emwa om de boa om na omo same ma award scheme ni said the ranking here say omo enwuma e di kan o my Ghana mu said omunwuma ho te na omo hwe all banks in Ghana omo see Jabin Bank is the best rural bank of the year 2023 a chiro sampa said na wo kana Jabin ye ho den na nya ho den keke na sa ho fe keke ya ho den a ni nyina mu no modern boy ye de bo ema o my Ghana your corporate social responsibility. Yede ya kasa ye nyuma na ye di na nyam faso a bank no nko abenya ana ye adwen ho na mom ye hwe say ye customers any communities ni so aye serve ni nyina om so benya ye sonfa so and say na me nyina keka ho ntine ma ye bo Dwabi Rural Bank say one ne the best rural bank of the year according to Ghana Chamber of Commerce. Ewie hwa ye gusua the innovations they say enyuma to asum enyuma ekwanim enyuma eboa oman no ye guso e de etutudwa eni nyina mu ne say Dwabi Rural Bank de ebota ye ne say ye hwe ne aboa ni ama businesses enyuma de ye nketwa de ya kese a ogro ne be kan medium small medium scale enterprises ye hwe ma all these institutions na ye den akomanim ewusi kasemu eno nti na ye ka say Dwabi Rural Bank sebri se uye adwuma nko a eye legitimate a eye mrakwan so de a mfo ni nkyere bank bi a say Dwabi Rural Bank ni uhia ne say odo Ghana card ebeba na with the passport picture me no if you light bill or water bill fabra we di duro hope ye be bia account so be o ko bia account so ya gigi documents bebre e bi wo krampo na che say account opening no kra na ya ye di amount by Dwabi Rural Bank de we duro ha say ye tem ase enti ye behwe na ye bie account so amount.
That's right.
Na watimi akowani manya de ye niam chinchin account bi o bi o ko bia account so be ye na otwe no ntimi miewie Dwabi Rural Bank duro ha sada no na ye gina ho ye be account no na generate number man na watimi ahyase aye business obi ento anamo onfa ne Ghana card no ma hen de man ya kono kra ne say sami no ka say obi wo ha okuta sika ene nipa bebre no omgidie wo bank mu no ya ba form enti owo sika no de ahyam passe mesre ezesa suban no even Ghana Bank of Ghana crime so bibiri sa sika wo ha wo de fa beto bank nyagidie o Dwabi Rural Bank fa beto ho na the money ye so interesting and any appealing in say sika na wo de beto o bia osefa to abosome miensa abosome nsia abosome dumi nu 12 months na ye the interest kese aye den aka ho the money ye fa biem kra ne say sometimes can so pa umom na wo to interest rate said e be ya ye so ye be ma ho ato because ye di kaka say enye ye nko a say ye be koso na bank no enye sika bebri ne mu hia na emom bibia bitimi ayede aboa yemienu nyina a obroni kan mutual benefits wu nya mfaso na bank ni so nya mfaso ene na Dwabi Rural Bank da sonko other banks mu amahi impose obi baji loan a sometimes yetimi ka se fa interest rate bra ye negotiate because ye hwe business ni ye hwe ni hu sampa ye boa wo betimi afa nipa dom agu adwuma num tu wo betimi nso aboa ma Ghana GDP no so agro yi a ye ma kwan said negotiating interest rate on loans nti ya de Dwabi Rural Bank de say bre woni Dwabi Rural Bank nya adwuma de ka jan say niema bebre na wo hwe say nipa dom a etu anama kwa ye branch say eye makoma ko 12 enche bia ba kokra besan beka ho ama ya san ko yanim enu nti say obe kwa any of our branches to anamoses yakọ any of our branches de san ma ne ye fe a me beka no say ye de asempa loan na ba na asempa loan adwuma edini o ma hene e fe keke nano ya see ye postmortem na je say your product na you introduce in America kra bi e was sampa ha say no ya see person ye hwe say the product ni siko na ye call asafo market na ye call adu market na ye call Roman Hill any other sheman na we hwe say the customer see
e boje mo so
and say say idea bi a e fe keke aden because says interest rate na e da so no e wo form na de man ya konokra o ma gia tum kra ne say ode ne form ne to ho no na loan no so e den edi
akire
because so ko ba bi na akwaje besia e bi ho abosome na otwe na won sankan
ma de ba ko e me fe kra ne sa 1 month moratorium because nipa no obeje bosia na afekura no de kwakotwa no ho se bosome so a ontua ka
na obe den no
ogotia ne say
usika na oje ye nanu ano san de atua ma no enti
obu okra so anda de ba ko so se sa yina sika na woje no ye betima tetewa 2000 oje ya be wie na 1004
no ne ye hawo na me de ya na ya me de se ye kan na nya se ye betie ni sa keke
tu anamon
ye tu anamon ne aba no abe experience na wa obeje de ye ko yan ankasa de ho ye wo butaye bi se ye boa enipa amoma ko manimu
aba that's right
eno no so na kan ho na ma ye de asempa loan no so aye den aba any oba palum sebre mu ye corporate institutions ti se guta modase na no ye ni ayi magazine trade spare parts dealers ekohia na ahwe nipa domo free magazine asese your branch e magazine wo mutu anamo akoho eso wo ko bi accounts no ni dwabin rural bank aye adwuma o ma hene eso ni ensem na ne e kan ye wie ye krachi panyin ba ko Mr. Ta o be chia me ensem o se ensem a wo kan ye no kra me Mr. Ta ye no kra wo de bra na oba ya obebie ye ono experience the way your service e deliver no I tell you o ma hene ono ankasa na say why disciple or ambassador ama dwabin rural bank a won twe dom edeba nti say bre wo ye business person or individual na o may experience dwabin rural bank o ma ho e may be accounts any enya adwuma mesra o eniema bebre na ohwe to anamo na bra obi ho nso ma hen oni yen aye adwuma enso be ye mfie be ye miensa enan ni say bre onipa ne mai accounts na wo de ye bie ma oni eye adwuma bomodi afa organa card any of our branches na ye bebo ne ye reactivate account na mo ye eye adwuma mami mami ni George nso ento so
George my into
o ma hene me chia chiefo ne afefo nyina o ma hene Sompa ipa bebe na etie Sompa
no correct
na no pay so asem da de ba Gana fo nyina no de obi anya asonye no de wontie o ma hene sisi afefo ma woni fre bebe new year resolution ipa bebe na twere no ma bebe na egu pipa so ba afene bako na wiye no ma hene dokubu na ba kokura na nipa na ntman ye de ba anchi
anye
sika obi wo mo twere se diska ba ko to ho ama me ba afene bako na wiye no na mo ahene na ba kokura ntman ye de ba anye ti o ma ahene ho na ye design product bi afene dachinti investment o ma ahene dachinti investment na e obi ba ma obi a se wodwom se o ye civil servant obi a o ma ahene de anika wo nunu se dachinti investment no bit ma ye susu form se bia e ma ba na ye mnante ba na asia se 10 cities 20 cities we be na so de ba kwa na customers no we be na so ya no mo frere se bu ho na ma hene we discuss about say 10 cities na ofere ba ye ka cheti fo nyina na se me bomodi ya me frere to bo asina ye de nefa bra we de pass so a e beje ya de be de ato ama
okay
o ma hene kedetia bantima adwuso edwedi fo no we be na ho no ma o mo discuss ko bank na e mo din empu osman akora na so discuss fa ko to bank ho a se be cool se nku ho na dwabi rural bank SMS alert no eye active ba wo discuss ko to bank ho a bo se prompt na alert no inside the bay aka which they say yesum Ghana man iye pa ti o man dey se dwadi fo nyina say and this kan ho dey eti ya cash collection service no ya ba wa na mrante no so ya ti o man dey bagum o mba obaji discuss ko to account no ma man dey sima no nya SMS alert no and so no eye free e biem so no ya fixed deposit no say the money ya kan no and so ya biem amount to be a wo bia say so say kasi o momodi answer de baba na ni December ko wo mu no say ye no tenase na waka rate away de be wo pe which banks be na ye de be again say ba rural bank de ye no tenase na waka rate away pe na nsi wono so ye ma hene em manim wani mu pa na ye ka say nyina mo say be na so pe say omo afre
okay
na ye branches no so no mo so omo ye de edwuma
that's right
edikan no dwaben ye wo chief palace
okay
Bonure your taxi rank.
That's right.
I guess traffic light your left. Aboaso your Asante line. Fumesa your taxi rank. Creatia so you could gate 3 Dubai. Roman Hill Atonsu station Hoane. New road your more time about saying
okay.
Unless you Roman Catholic. Sepe your Gaku house. Pankono your Pankono market.
Okay.
O my I said the Mexicano. Banse organ hanging a dosu. Ba banga. When you budget party, my hand,
Dwabin Rural Bank.
With your numbers to Ghana, be our friend, I can so 0544
0544
74 58 56 0544 74 58 56
0243 18 20 24 0243 18 20 24
mine you catch you be as on for Ghana card digital address passport picture be account to Dwabin
as account to be in so cry any day
transparency accountability I just say you may na ye bi ne pese ibi a ye bia ano eye pepepe sisi pepepe enunti se eye yie ane ye ya ye ana ye ya
okay
anase wedding bi na mo ye anase asori kra na omo ye harvest bi a moto monsa free adwabin rural bank ye beba na ya ba be som de wo mo ani se sika no ye begege ya gigi nyina na munya alert said the be ya bibia be wi no scientifically mu be hu amount a ebae eno nso enya de a wa wie na obesan kwase me kwa send text messages anasa me ko na makoma enipa ni nyina achiachia wo ye wo a simple way a on sabit me aka message no and they say ye yie anasa your friend funeral anasa ye say bi a wo to ba din bi mpo na wa your birthday na ofo say skasembe bam na be kwanimu a oto nsa free dwabin rural bank ye beba ni abeso wasen fefefe ye dase
that's it pa all right yeah to also free hanomo yo yem shade dollar no any cedi no ntokwa no sisi akane nanka ye twetwe eye cedi na ye huru no na ye papa na pampem and they as a cedi boxing gloves na shisha no e wosoro ya me friend jingle sisi a o say oba obi besisa
me wo dollar
now ko sisa
me dey ba omo ho aba
12.8
12 cedis 80 pesos
now oba beto a 13.1
say 13 cedis 10 pesos
aye
okay
almost the wo dwa so sisi a no and say oh dollar now ko sisa 12.8
12 cedis 80 pesos
black market name say wo kwa beto a 13.1
eze me kuta cedi na me dey ba budget dollar 13 cedis
voilà
10 pesos
13.1
ningi na black market
13.1 okay. Former director Ghana School of Law any openi kwaku ansasare papa no pay o ba me mo ache oh Monsan friend mami was the chief justice who kick him he's only backing he's making unnecessary noise
she said God now said omono said he seated omono musu no mobile no they can't agota medical kase mami she said God no omono said he seated omono she can't go without a fight. What is why a lawyer for a judge for Subaya?
Hard woman, tough.
Yes, I say they are always tough. On judge for man, on dressing. Tete all head mistresses should be no. Judge for man. So
oh, the line is off.
Oh, what can't I do?
Mr. Sassari, good morning.
Good morning.
Now, I'm to say,
Nyamia do mean for me.
Yeah, nobody has say. I don't pay Sompa. Yeah, near Tiffany, chef for you. That was to say, Penna, what quadre, and him dear, a warm remusing, or what gibress on near Casa. Madam, you've been quoted as saying, say, Chief Justice, suspended Chief Justice Tokunu. Injunction our filing they are mere backing. I don't know if these are your words, sir. Ebiana Obina a coin of the amount. Where you are somehow can say Obubum Kake.
You made that say something. You have to add it.
Okay.
Na two justices on the judiciary no anka sister or manka tanka every court today more say judges in court anka or no person or part with now o mani aye or no na say you can hono a chiata anko ye now yeah man lot from me now yeah do for top much ọmụ ntụtụ ụtọ ya chi ntụtụ ọmechiti ụtọ ụlọ ndị tika na-agagị ama nọ na ekwe
ejo wadaroma krata wode enam ne lawyer Godfrey Damiso say yemfa injunction to sa committee no so na mbem nipa mienu bi the chairperson justice Puaman ene Adibu Asedu Justice also omo ne Tado sorry ono no council Emma one of the clients no akodi nkomo o mako akwaji o mani nti no onya fair hearing nti no omo de yenyi omo free mu no obali kwakwa ansasare wo gine ho sai
yo me de ni amu mi se that Puaman sa yo tiapo se be no nwa se that pa odi better for oni tiapo nkomo be na anti de no se from Piaqua, no, and no crying to that committee, no, and to answer to another from that. So, yeah, I'll say for the other, our continuing no, I call that teacher. Just a few do all the other. In case, yeah, no, now, I thought not for the Africa will be an answer, I thought it would be my Africa will be. Nka we nu na no aka ya ke bi o ta pra je ye bo ku bi anunti no ye no sai omo ndi no ma go ti ya ba ti ya no na omo alo abono e dey for to prostate the committee na unima e te intenke e o ta se. The more I want to frustrate from me, the more I must actually access so that there will be no end inside. Soon. About that, you losing. Talk on no losing. Oh, if you have no interest, of a certain lawyer for no, now my whole point. If you more president said, it is inside and then say, yeah, look at it, I'm ready now. Samuel and Nagata. I'm not saying, Ababi woman, and I did that boy who go for that. And I can't know of one, not committee now, yes, mana. A better than you say, to buy the abandon. I'm part a woman. Oh, it is a frustrated at the Almost don't change. It is that for mammy, you say, or you are quite ready. When the minimum, I am a committee and engineer and classy because no, you are not a old continue. Oh, but not the back. No, yeah, that's what they
sorry. One no more case and a more penny to no. I heard that you or yen and your how be bra judiciary nama or more independence no I curtailed no. What are Roma? Ever judiciary no?
Judiciary no, the say you have also no, them a woman independent, no, so I mean, to Osha take a 125. Say, yeah, Abbey, and quarters are no, yeah, no, the Dinson can, so young Teddy, they boom my Cabinet Getty. Well, now, never a judiciary not to think at any. Agora titi aba obi a sorry o to okoko da ma titi ati name and so ekoko no e na ya nke ni ya e betumi ama going to be aba Supreme Court judges no tete ya na ekoko no e mo atemi lu wo ma mo soko no apa e na wo mo ni na apa e ti ten e basa e no na ha petem kaka wo ni ekoko so yeah, that you know, Obi Mantanin better like I said, a lawyer for Magana for one to be policy for Nine court candidate who was the man for unity or you know, and share amount. Idea no bar, and boy of mine. You can see, sorry, lawyer for now, one more pete, that you can be a banner. Yeah, Casatrewom. Now, one more tear, the constitution not say, we did it teaching, echo my president, make the mutual amount be only 2,000 amount now. Yeah, on king sign. Yeah, I want to see you say, all bono, chia, and John baby. Yeah, my constitution, and yet you must be able to say, what you got right there. Ghana, Japan, and my past.
Here I will go and answer no pay me that sipa. Okay. Former director, Ghana School of Law. Me was former deputy minister for energy. The young, energetic Ura, Collins Adamako, Efija Kwabre, North, Mrashebe Jani Ufia. Me watching. Now I'm home to say. Some about Mark Modi our day we into Mabefi. A brother Bayai. More go school. Okay, I think it's in the pipeline. I think it's on the right direction. Whatever, man. More than some P. Dom Kumano, more than 2 jar. Yentimi call Abra Wahayanka energy asem. I'm sir Mrashabe near woman Shia South. Nana J. Bafo, the Krata be Krako. CEO of PURC, Executive Director, say, anyway, I know, on suspended that price hike normally by 14.75%. If you say they are charging something that is not available, it will fee say a crime be so no PURC 1997 Act 538, a castle was say a bought. Providers no whole bind. Name section 3D no so a bought 1 hour we use soon candy and whole bind and so a come as a PRC a bambo no yakohomo. And I don't know didn't come off for you, Regina Paul. I'm going say, Unyai fear mongering no or see he's fixing it and you're fear mongering 2.6 days no a chem. They see until once, but it was assuring. Say a lot of Ghanaians praised you. Who didn't come out, and I have to put it a feedback. Almost you were rather acting like the minister, giving assurance to Ghanaians, calming us down, rather than fear mongering. No energy as it stands now. Ghana is here, and you know my holding boy a thing. Another one data boy a thing. Just oppose that to the dollar and the appreciation of the city by about 15%. No. But your me our mic, no, so you're auntie. I so green.
I think I so green.
Oh, you're okay.
Oh, okay. Okay. So the guy me didn't chat and what tea for and wash for. This is my first time I'm about. And I thank you for the opportunity. Some person they in fear.
That's right.
Anytime they are go come as I'm on the opportunity. And I'm the minimum.
It's all good.
Fair meaning can answer and yeah for so who could you do more lighter? You don't need anybody to tell you say do light.
Mammy found to just say, yeah, sure, Dr. Isaac to phone him. Santo Regional Communication Team, no. And this member, no, County. And yeah, sure, Mammy Chill.
It's no, in the area. And Ubiadi to men, Metro TV, good morning, Ghana. Mene, Yura, the Venerable Chrissy Pat. And an issue about energy buy. And Mr. Uncle President, I say, Collins, 2 weeks ago, can you feel ash? The lights, no, a cop, not back, what's in your name, no overfeel. He said this live on telly.
And right. Yeah.
And nobody should kid us. Say situation is the best. Obian said there are challenges within the energy sector. But you see, before I ever talk about me, I'm in Georgia, and he's my very good friend. I mean, one of the few NDC people are typical shadow of you, honest, very good friend. What's your articulation?
Yeah.
On the energy matters. What you say on the day?
If you jedum.
I remember one session here on Metro TV. I see in the first 100 days of the NDC government, they're going to put together pragmatic, strategic decisions. In fact, I see a kind of all the energy sector now on any then candidate discussing. On Baba ring fence all a candidate now on their map, so there be ECG books, all the power.
We cleared.
It is a oba. That's the baby in common here. A car you bet to ye, a car you bet to ye. As if that you said a car. Yes. Messrin. Then I say I have to clarify some issue here. Or can I say, yay MPP form. We tricked him. You invited him by a program. Any man in the Kasaya, I want to go 2.5 days.
So more tricky. How do you trick him?
That's exactly the point.
Now, but the committee on energy, no.
It's chaired by
Parliamentary Select Committee on Energy, no. Say I are gonna tell.
It is chaired by.
Ne one a tricky, no.
I don't know. It is chaired by Bejra.
Bejra.
He is the chairman of the committee.
To Bejra a tricky, no.
In fact, Bejra invited media. Say the opening session of Minister Nebekasa.
Cover.
It was at that meeting, and we making statement say you fuel like 2.5 days. Everybody panicked. 2.5 days, especially because just 4 months ago, no, you fuel in 5 hours.
Yeah,
and you had to come back to vet to clarify. It says 5 hours now. It was specific to one thermal plant. Lo and behold. You pay and agreed for buy. Agreed for buy and say this is what we are hearing from the minister. What is the situation? Agreed for my data. I have a copy of the data here. We'll come and share with you. Agreed for data and show say it is just one thermal plant, which is
thermal plants also does.
In fact, it will work 12 days. And to your businessman, no minister Kasaka 2.5 days. You panic. What it means, they say, oh, Sompa immediately I saw failure with diesel generator.
Edisio.
And our point was that onion to was here. A human there, in a very technical area, or not there or a deputy minister, or a acting minister, or a ranking member on the energy committee for 8 years. So he has the facts.
It will name day.
It will name the so honina. The any can say, oh man, the Casano Emra form. Name said the last week or Kasa you say fuel a bit. That's the kind of things we want to hear. Because then it brings confidence in the system. Say at the end and everybody's fine. Greek for Beshia. You was a Greek. I don't know Ashanti region. I asked the question at the committee. Miss, I don't know Ashanti region. They be a light off. Not even the voltage.
Hey.
So what is the issue?
Your friend half current. What do you voltage? Half current.
And then the issue also on what day. As Greek code here, bringing the power and the Omodi Aba, and we must show they done what they have to do. ECG's ability to take the power.
Any assembly. And only agree.
And any assembly. So, a multifaceted issues. I say in the ethnicity. That's why we are advising the minister. Say, we are all available. We will never be destructive. As a minority, we will never be destructive. And that is why I shared that sense of power. Because the decision was that how things are going to play out. But see the at the end of say you know, I feel the debate on the floor. I focus my attention on Ashanti region. Oba Ashanti region is about being special. Oba no call regional minister. If you no call mention. The patrol, sir, baby, you do light, you do.
Yeah, we all
it's a standby generator. There's always a standby plant. I will mention or 2-4. Nana, sorry, you do lighter. It comes up. It is all a minister now. So the real effect of doom so in Ashanti region. Come to a doom. That is where the business people are. And what now the generators now are blazing. That's the point. Intimacy. Yeah, dear. You best support him. Say, kind of name. Support him to do his work. But the truth of the matter is say. Now, say, but we can't say, Papa do be now my light. Because I will be Papa do be able to talk. Why you be so? I mean, this kind of explanation, you know, yeah, as a minority, you best support him. We'll do our best because see, I'm here. Maybe and maybe I'm more patas and I like to. Maybe I'm sure I'm telling you, man, I'm by. We all want things to work, but young now, and because we want to support you, there will be okay. We'll continue to criticize, but criticize constructively.
That's positive. About no chiapa home meet at Duno Enum. Dr. II22 Guswe and him so bebani ya chinkomo. Young queen on the issue of the city.
Yeah.
Now, and Dr. Siama Ekai say Magana for a say like a 9-day wonder. Comodino Mutino. Any anama or mutu no. See this stability, no. The outlook remains favorable. And to not just say, I did on which must sustain. Now, pundits, no more munim, they were financing a bankers, and Ako, we say, is this sustainable? And no, Abe Kasa, as a governor of Bank of Ghana, say, the outlook is favorable. It remains favorable, not just one. Osaso Kai, about 3 weeks ago, now, Branch said, oh, they have enough gold reserve to cushion the city. 3 years, there was massive work. Dr. Babu, me also saw the Nanuabetu about the city, no. We must say as a person credit kakra because Bank of Ghana can't so my Juma no. They have injected 459 million into forex. You know, my penny grass can want some say it is no fluke. It is the injection of forex, no, and a trick, you know. Now they will see to it that it is maintained. Minority must say they are not spending. Government expenditure is curtailed. Districts, municipalities, agencies, virtually nobody is spending. And you know, I better to say it is good for the optics. Mami too.
No, first of all, me wouldn't say the communication. So if I have to praise, I praise.
Okay.
We are Ghana a few weeks ago. Na okoto dollar at 16 cities. Okoto dollar at 15 cities. Madam will be famous. Collins. Now me pay $100,000. 3 weeks ago, now me here 1.6 million. I'm at 2 months ago, now me here 1.6 million, and then me here 1.3 million. That is a 300,000 difference.
30,000.
300,000.
100,000 to 3 billion.
Yes, 300,000. That's significant.
Huge.
You know, so we position you bet me can be and but Kayet the war ben one who take credit for it.
Okay.
I don't have a problem. Say NDC take a credit for it.
Okay.
Say about my passport. There's nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
So would you have to say, yeah, who say a net dollar number 13 cities. Fantastic. So they'll count sustainability. May bumpires, maybe a bit of fuel. I do 13 because dollar no and our exchange rate volatility is a key component
of the
pricing.
The pricing on petrol.
You know, when we say price number 13.89. Fair transport fares.
May 25th. Remember that. So.
If you got a bill for Mufaka Fitzgerald, say 10 cities,
8 cities.
And you know, I don't have a problem. Say, media to say they've done some work. And to Moka say, oh my yard, and more Mabaswa, if I say minimum one bay more,
Cowbetu,
come to me, send me the dollar buffer. So you have to accept that. It's also important and beginning now communication they say 5 months no my no mama you may be SC. I've seen said that communication is beginning to change.
Almost a sun narrative.
Almost some because Omen will say within this 5 months and $1
okay.
They are acknowledging say effort because in the previous government.
Okay.
And I mean 2 days ago His Excellency John Dramani, and I was happy about it.
or can be or say Mahama admits inheriting 8.98 billion reserves from previous government.
Okay.
That for me was very significant. That for me was very significant. And this was Mr. Mahama himself.
Okay.
Or say, with my jaw online, Mahama admits inheriting 8.98 billion reserves.
Says they see almost say I caught 10.
Okay, it's no.
Now you say
technically no. Omo buy about less than 2 billion account.
Yes, it's yes almost 10 billion.
2 billion no na dollar number from no.
Okay.
But the reserve no is a key component of why the dollar is depreciating.
Now over 2
8 on Nankasa acknowledge. In terms about like I said, you should also acknowledge effort. Previous
government, yeah.
Ne sebe one dollar no depreciating. I'm also na arise on can. But that does not also mean say may more or more abaso for what they have done. You should also be magnanimous enough to accept say or my new maybe a manako maybe a country. Okay. Name what kind of so no you shouldn't be overpraising yourself. You should also take your time to understand say gold reserve now you can one seven and now I know can say 31 tons.
You left 30.
30.98 tons. Which means that within 5 months they've added less than 1 ton. There's nothing wrong with say acknowledge say His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Baum, your gold purchase agreement for the buyer. Your gold reserves almost 30 tons.
From 8 tons to 30.
From 8 tons to 30. And would they less than 1 ton account? Would they as one of the reasons why we see the no appreciating. You should be magnanimous enough. So because say, oh, dog, most of my buyer the more ye in it. Because ye down 8 tons. Said you ever told no one. And appreciation of the CBC. Okay. So you acknowledge that. There's nothing wrong with that. I also acknowledge said the liquidity, dollar liquidity in the system has gone up through the gold board. My only problem with the dollar depreciation, I see the appreciation, and I say, as a nina is hinged on the gold board. Gold, so protocol say a depletable, and yet resource, answer that. It's what happens, and then the price of gold on the international market
is high,
the highest. It is a 10 tons or 10 tons of gold. Dollar the bump system very high, so the liquidity will be more. What if the price of gold comes down?
I don't say another
fantastic. And then no, I say many question part what radios. No, I say Collins. Advice for the government communicators and they say, cautious
in overpraising.
But
it's early days.
It's early days yet. But take governor can say it's sustainable. If the dollar comes down, it eases business. If you are for businessmen, it eases the tension. It's many budget. But I'm saying, say, you're careful. Say about young overemphasizing on gold. And coming young, can you bear me? Then say, and can the appreciation of the city is as a result of manufacturing. As a result of agriculture. As a result of agriculture. As a result of manufacturing. Yes, I don't come in and it is sustainable. But because I just gold, any time there's an issue with the gold, you have an issue.
The dollar is depreciating, the city is appreciating, but it is not reflected. And I said because petrol, I show intimate show much on cement.
Because
petrol show on iron rods, so a show iron rods boaba from, but the daily nearma ye did dry tono. I said, Nim Bob Kwan Costo. And on a jadi for yana.
School economy, very consumer behavior. Petrol, a quarterly
review, adjustment.
Quarterly review. It's a drop it back. You can easily have the effect on the next window.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Tell you quite simple.
Automatic.
Because BDCs no, almost $1 no be akoto oil neba no abe
calculating.
Absolutely. The next window before we akoto na $1 number for what it means that they will need less CDs to go and buy the same quantity of oil now no the bank.
Okay.
And a direct.
Okay.
What's a quarterly review?
Okay.
But we offer Numa from China last 2 months. Offer 15, 16. On yet too sure of the stability of the CD, the currency. No?
Into the old stock, no to
old stock, no, also say or to reflect the 13 now, Banwa. Be at the time, was I offer no money in 6 months' time, no? Not dollar as I cost, or anything. Or anything. 18, he's, or your Uncle Phone, the Uncle Phone, they are very, very careful. They are very careful to immediately reduce the prices. Or more check system. And I'm so kind of phobia. Almost a spare pass, no? Almost a spare pass, yes. Almost at a certain price. Whether the stability will continue for a very long time.
And you almost also change.
Almost more change.
Obuye monitor. That's why you're able to monitor.
Of course, but at first, because petrol has immediately gone down, transport fares can easily go down.
Okay.
Because petrol price is a key component in the calculation of the fares.
Okay.
Okay. Once last week we were 15, then we were 13. Not just the cost of transportation to the driver number phone.
Okay.
It's also benefit away.
What to me take akra edomi. It's as it stands now, no.
As it stands now, there.
It will take some time.
2-3 months. So customers who say a failure as I didn't dinner adapt.
I almost go find him, man.
15 cities. It took us 13 cities. Now I said, Odino say at the time was I could find no money biome. I was at 13 cities now. Then we got 13 cities this year.
They do on our page.
Because it's also find no money. So that is the issue.
Hey, I said more.
It's going to take some time before it take effect. But generally, I think so. Ghana now who say the cities appreciate now. I say we more need because it's good for business and my business for me planning. Name praise the Abano should also understand say Abano a certain foundation be our previous government the man
so what to her.
Even the president himself. Ajatum said, Oba now reserves or $8.98 billion on only less than $2 billion account.
Tia no point to me and
on that $2 million point to me cassette and on $1. It was because Oba na foundation we Oba na gold reserve we and but of course I don't have any problem say the born of so mobile out of force and on the manitico
Oje fans. That's how we are who she I never do. On our platform.
Absolutely. So you acknowledge that
okay.
Making.
All right.
One key thing so you say he's not spending.
And no one say or spend there, maybe so. You are a finance person.
So when you spend,
if government begins to spend,
yes.
OTR contractors car, what happens?
So there's money in the system. So the CD circulation is very high. The tendency for Obi Okuta CD. The tendency for Obi Okuta CD to buy dollars out the best is high. So once the CD in circulation is very high, and so we say, I think anybody could scan it will be to make dollar transactions.
Okay.
Then there's a lot of pressure coming on the dollar.
Okay.
And then the good thing about him and say he's not spending because of DDEP.
Domestic Debt Exchange Program.
No. Most of the repayment has been postponed to next year.
A Kananka, Emiraso Safi,
most of it has been postponed. Say, okay, don't you bet out 2026. It will 2027.
I'm a Matthias here.
But
Momo, you have paid a price on that.
Absolutely.
Because DDP number Momo Tiaka.
Thank you. But Nipanwa say, or no, what was a CA. Nisika yen chia yen. I buy $1 because so go chia. That dollar now is available for other businesses.
Which means they are not repaying
now because of the DDE
loans.
For next year, we'll start chia because most of them are foreign denominated loans. next you could tria $1 now it means the pressure on the dollar now will go up. It's but as I said,
but I'm buying also the OBEX spending.
Only option.
Because the municipals, the district assemblies, as I speak with you now, this is about suppliers have gone. It's here they OBEX spending. The 10 billion push, it will come into fruition. It's or status of spending. You will anticipate to say the dollar will begin to,
and that is why caution almost say, in as much as for the gains we've made now, cautious. Because I was say cautiously optimistic. Say the beya, moon fan shagan of what team say. Say
we have arrived.
Now you could do baby ne cost right now. I same baby.
Tanya Basa Adia Gamoso so a gains.
Now communication. I made the DB America when it is good. You acknowledge, you praise, encourage, but who praise you almost no? They almost now. They also acknowledging.
So you did something.
Previous government, yeah. At least any foundation be a more call.
Dr. Azikitu for Akwaba.
Yeah, Reverend.
Now, point to say. Yeah, the body I say. Yeah, share dollar, CD appreciation and depreciation, and a whole saw. Emma or mine and yaka energy. A Ghana for baby, I shall say, Cassa say, Jinapana Montu, energy sector, her name. A buying a buy, doom saw is like, is looming. My branch was in danger, is looming. Yes, the energy, any dollar, no, and once him.
That's the power of putting out there, mammy. Metria, a tea for the Africa, a real opinion, and the honorable. First time I meet Shiano,
that's right.
You heard with TV, so
aye, tomato, I know piece, and I know will be the shame of piece of him. So I say,
my side, the chop palm amount, and
I know she now. I have cried, why are they? Pressure our Equano Sunti, why are they?
That's how I did my chop and so soon. I met Yakura, Crobia Santo Cotoco, a brand new His Excellency, and the original minister of Munina Michel. Maybe me follows from Anopaone, you are contact.
I say, honorable amount, come on, no. I think.
Are they? The Intiamaka Swamman, I didn't say, also normally. You share MPP in this Yanaka banter.
Sure, no,
get that type Libya. No, buy no, fast and figures, no,
and but that is how it should be.
That's how it should be. But Debia and Prim Yana over Bananasi, two foot to go among for any. Tonight is also correct. That person also to be good among for any. The honorable Medas is so a man and Comono, a more Adahosa. Now, energy as my walking, you do lighter. You need people in DC. Even say Otifina, who hear light the idea, the Anya craft fan and ball why come on. You be doing another shoe when you're the part. The by economics, yeah, Casa will be in us, economy based stable without energy. Say a Canadian man in us, and found you see any share by the bay and fa. Auntie, a idea who hear pana, ye busua to normal. Send a pen Yanisa. I mean to be met Trahanka said no man in other naquem, and they are trop, and I'm near crying, and I may sremo. I be like you do men rock, you do no maybe I may walk. Auntie, and Obercard for Fubia, a buffoon now be shaman for okay. Serena, yes, stress Ghana for Yam America Cramay, and your boapai, and your boapai. Honorable Chirima, you know her, your energy sector now. Your woman, work as woman generate. When I be IPPs, ne VR phone. No movie ananka good cook. Assume no the upper. Or no transmitter or no transmitter ananka ECG. Ache. Watch it the few money you may cook. As you see our hair, baby, I eating in our big janana. Aside the kind that one day. But I say, I had to say, yeah, the mechanic say, yeah, the jerry kind, and I say, pine can save in the consumer be share bucket. The generation in the eba. Now the one no general distributor in few. I wanna loopholes. What you know what I want to say? To say that no one can last was it last week? After the in the moment the buy and they say, Quaka do you saying I could see light pool summer. wait, he fan your casa same way. Actually, I said, Papa, do we see light post on a man? I shall see almost say a doom, no rage, a few say, oh, I'm out for a baby area. Almost see a baby transformer. Rage on
for you, you see certain incompetence on the part of ECG.
Me sana mi huno. Aha. Sana mi huno. As we are engineers now, the technical people more hono. Say if things are not going right, say be I am make us a generation in your issue. No. Na say generation the issue. I didn't know to make.
Yeah.
Me who didn't hear a 21st century, we are public servant, we are civil servant. So who should also be intimidated? What about me intimidated? I don't know. Oh, can Ukraine? It is why not? Oh, can Ukraine? Did be see?
Hey, I will be paying.
Oh, that say because politicians near my for choir, and they do a new bitch. But so what can Ukraine? No Ukraine in the what presented data magan in them was I say baby no. It me who said I mean campo there ECG mesrom. They should up their game. Yes, I did be the subordinate bomb, see, yeah, the subordinate bomb.
And said the more who year free are buying their call.
Oh, so I know I buying. I buy name, I buy.
But also the governance, executive, no mostly no. Yeah, na can you now see? Yeah, ball man penny John Dramani Mahama, it is so.
Sending in our first name in our Donna Kujina, production, Nankasa. Generation nana na first night honorable don't know you deputy into one kind of
energy minister
na first no do na generation and as I say no in previous NDC government MPP government we done so well with generation I say cry yes I be at 12 second phase I said to see any challenge or see and the ECG na me who say challenge.
The president said sir they are working around the clock to not a total sale of ECG, but management. So they want an sort of IPP partnership. Yes. Are you getting me? Like yes, I they want a hand, and just an external hand to come in the management of ECG.
Yes,
people also see that in the end, PDS. The near the go we are say go ye bubruche na kwa say e kwan bi so e pese e ton ECG but as you hunu kwan pese e ton.
Oh, in the ton they say when it comes to you know be what to say health and energy would be need na private sense of my behavior.
Okay.
Anti na here say government so sabe na ECG how can say ECG na omo how na three management managerial side and at the technical side na no about finance no private media ko share managerial but the technical na yes a waster what system nim say energy na ya produce am mo no kra na bedroom ho no na fa e dey anyunuko no ho no na oba managerial side na the omodi ama esisi e kra na say yen gigi keke report a report by now company back who almost 60 accounts no more under declare. You say, oh, share honor. I say, you know, the public in the servants or more and year, you know, or money make us money and bemon prophobia.
I can't
just say, oh, share you see report, me honorable. I say, Ebia N won't mean, but no, on himself a honor ECG 100. And the private a year bemun United says, sir, the pasama doors will be
interface.
And only a person, if you not MPP time, I won't try with Haptel. But I know so could actually the next.
I say Haptel there. Someone the Sobok or Ball said Dr. Baumia Cradia. A baby as here. Now it's found out says, I will need more shit.
Now, may I need the Aquana by my resource? I send on your issue. Yeah, this issue now, they say the energy, we have to have a stable energy. And when you have to be politics, in a way, stable, I say stable. Until you know, I'm a fact when you catch a minister. Kasane Yados. Yes. Well, because we are a government communicator, you shouldn't say this, but Kasano Yados. Kasane Yados. We should be frank. Can you do a party food soldier?
Let's
remember a
city, dollar city.
It this a Ghana for any arishimu ɛwɔ mframa a ɛbɔ no nkɛyɛ mframa papa na ɛbɔ no because from 17 you to be $1 to 17 cities 16 cities na say na I drop it about 12 point something even say at the 13 that's a massive improvement.
That's right.
I think say a day in so papa bi ede eba na nso ne o hwa jadifo no bebre so say e bi obetiti so yi na asa no ma sa age agu if you say Dr. Baumi age no crowd to cells e the key my IGP but was still breaky nti enye news but there and none of them wa person me share jadifo ne Ghana for 18 nyina ne say aban we normal ye no and a normal de gu akwan mu no e normal e betimi do say silbo and a betimi akase and pass it this time around this seed no will be stable e bi ne say e na e bi mo ka say na mobile mo fa any policy bi am your policy ni ho slogan policy say oba ye kra ye buy ne se emfa ye san ka hwe kra na e no say policy na is a policy a di kind pa ye say that physical discipline. Okay. Fiscal discipline. The hard thing is say ye nyina ye nim sem send your mind you spend the sika e to de bia ha akohwie no e do so do akohwie how ye say you share that creative avenues former chief justice Doche or see create Luton share
justice Doche
we share kwaya e faso ye normal na hwe e kwaya ye faso e sika. You have by just Independence Day celebration, 6 March. Now a budget at 20 million, and so I buy you sue just 1 million. And on the whole service car. You have appointments are all ministers in Kuwait my family base. I buy NPP buy of 125. You think you buy a plan of 500, and cannot create my cassette still na head. Yatiso. Then so I 60 no crisis say 56. I can't fall. It is a honor no. Ubetimi akasa wa ede wakate expenditure so nti sa normal way that physical discipline and no ye physical kwahye ba bia ehun hia no na sa wasteful expenditure ye tete so no ye gidi se eno beboa ai beboa ma se ne diska no nti I don't know it second thing say dollar no ene ya ye nya dollar inflow bebre ye be se bana se ye di ni nyafunyafu sisika benti ne ye ncheme ye ho anase ye mfa nye normal ehun hia at the end no there is see that an no abim ne besi but this time around sa normal na esi biem the make say esi biem ne ye kwan ya fa so aye say fight corruption say ye ba ye omo ewo aban that day mu no ye di bi gina court o ye ko ni fie ko search bi in a way me a sign of a caution ye dem wa ben sisi e wo serve this current government say almost say na ba wan e di yi kokosechi 3 ho ni 3 ho enfu no afeso na e maso a
abo bi be afa
de dia ye menji ni sem pipi beba na say ono no yeso enkrofo a wa ban mu na say sika bi for mo nsase a ene province am e na Ordinary hospital no obi akwa be 7 in mind education minister was 7 was so mine no na so sky train 2 million train ya by scan so ama eno ya twe gina court adubu ahina na o she signals ono se na ya enisa wo so no wo aban mu sisi en me ka de a kire ye krofo na se wo so beba na o de kwati kwan bi befa so abefa Ghana sika ka ehunu se ye ntena ban so 50 years kwa na ye so be free so ena bone so de ni expiry date
that's right
and sa normal way ye nyina ye normal a Ghana for inya sa ahoto so ne say am pass this time around ye de normal be gu kwan ma mesika eso agina and ade ba ko bi ma pesa me sa kan bi me improving import substitution ye nyine be dia na say normal we studio I say from we ye nipa dia ye Ghana ye wo ye ha and normal share ne yi nyina afra bonten na bai it is dollar ne ba say kra na this year sa so ade ekoto it is yetimi normal e betimi ama normal bibiri aka ha se laptop de yentimi nya akokɔ so yentimi nya wo Ghana na honorable can say laptop na bia ye ni hu nim de air conditioner yentimi nya TV na yentimi nya nti akokɔ aye be we so no so this yes akokra and this e bi say feed Ghana e de abai me hwe say aban no ye nyina ye ni be ko ho na enoma no nipa de be hia se na be ya nkokɔ a yɛyɛn nnuane a me wo school na one research bi na yɛyɛ genetically modified food na me prepare people na me prepare people for the presentation and then they say annually Ghana kwaya kra almost 60 million worth of tomatoes from Burkina na o sirima matna tamale so 8 years na o ko tamale unya tra kentampo dawa number 1 asase no se gu ho sa asase no kra no tene Burkina de no enso ye ntimi fa bi ahwe ni asafa ka se ke na no pe amebe wonam tamale wa kwan no so a bo se cars na into sika na omo boxes no se so sa we no nya rocket science di we na me fa so de ahye ye mabunu a ye wo se ye ni adwuma ni nyina say this is an opportune time to invest youth no you see a feed gun aba na you ready so we provide the land we provide the seedlings even machines your plant pool the government is about to establish machines here the be clear and sasino machines here the be dua machines here the be harvest sanomani nyina aba na is ready to provide it never bunu ya babunu na utie a se betima chekere ye man na city ene sika sem betima gina ya ni nyina egina ye so say yes e be involve ye ho wo sanomani and the government are extending invitation to churches and institutions so muso be involve wo ho e wa agric anti churches are hold do aye is a Pentecost me am sorry Pentecost ye rest Pentecost so any school ni hospital nkwani prisons and EBC and fire service stations name say what farms ni obi there and just say it me trip go asase ni dey go bebre sa na me say no soma hold do ni schools hold do no so e do mo ho be shem say na be ya e no ma ye kra bebre no say pada na ye say dey be ma young girls amomo etimi free SHS you betimi akono makoni ye eno annually na say $300 million say nya say nya companies e Ghana ha betimi aya na ka sa $300 million no say even say I say $2.7 billion na aba just the first quarter $300 million say free move yes ade akokra pada ba na kwasi konsumo gira kwantia di say betimi achechire o man ni ye ni ya se be ya magana edi na yesika sem na to ape na ye yi na ye ya mesre say abina provided that opportunity say betimi a maintain ni yesika bi wo hase ya say na no double agree here one area betimi a maintain over $1 billion rice is important cry nya asem ketwa is ye mabunu ne wona wotie nyina na this is the time we have to get involved. We are a great one area. Sikawo pa. Sikawo. Now, see, I may establish a poultry farm. Though a capital intensive, but returns no see massive. Now, me hear pharmacy crime. It could be a pharmacy. Pharmacy is also started pharmacy. Proper one. When I say within 250 to 300,000 Ghana cedis. But agree poultry no kwa kra no after say broiler na wo ya after 3 months no are you ready to harvest say nkosia no na nkosia layers na wo ya and no after this is 6 months and no so are ready o lay eggs no mo to sa say catfish na wo ya no say 6 months tilapia
this is a yam fair ni nko
youth no men and youth ni na and all rubber man come na how are you never church mind
all right
it nem come on in beauty mabunu no ye me
okay now let's look at another angle the issue of Chief Justice. Now the Chief Justice has filed an injunction against the committee. Now filing on us to say second defendant of the injunction, Justice Puamai, and the third is Justice Adibu Asiedu. Nasem Yinane say one of the petitioners, the council, and a year Theodosori, Now, she's seen them in a way officer ebema fair hearing a judgment abebano I skewed because a choir information or gather and infonia better abontie nyina hu bi no. So the sorry no omo ase omo ji omani ase omo edin komo no ne ade to office enye ne kwaso no. Eti wodi injunction akoto so esan se wasa de akokot no se court no and stop your mampani jo mama from say all was suspending no kopim so omo beye case na wie eno da ho eno si sam penifo mi no so yemma omo kwan emo omo metra committee no so Mami Brown.
So first of all me this is the first time we share.
That's right.
And Madam answer for the kind words. I'm sure for the kind words.
Okay.
A few education on energy sector. Normally energy sector problem be about place ECG. Obia bo ECG.
I just saw on Jessica.
Okay, so
and the same wow hoy.
Ain't you buy
I same self ja kwabra. Also on frɛ DC.
On me frɛ me straight.
You frɛ because when you to abama. When you know what social contract.
Just last weekend and you could share all the power players.
Okay.
Na ECG for buy. They were the last. They said that they almost share last because Obia ba ECG the car. ECG the car. ECG the car. ECG for buy and Bush almost say now. What is this issue about ECG? And yes, inefficiencies, mobile no mobile amungo diska. Managing director ni be na was on number. Muntie mi yepa. Now before we ban on my PowerPoint presentation, okay. I have a copy here.
Okay.
And on the financial share. Also number. They be out to say it's ECG. Say ECG and ye 100% efficient. Ya did you see Kenya problem me be making ye 100%. Ye be ye correct we still make a loss.
Almost 100 now be saboka.
Oh dear, yan you be papa ya say inefficiency in ECG is inefficient.
Everything is 100%.
Everything is 100%. Omeboka. Why? Because omo direct costs, which is cost now. Sika omo ko tofi IPPs wo ba no is higher than the tariffs are ye the bail.
Oh, okay.
So even before omo beka omo inefficiencies, administrative costs no, they are at a loss.
Okay.
And they gave us this data. Let me just, with your permission. 2023 omo total revenue, which is bailing, I saw omo ko jiji na 22 billion. Omo direct costs 22.7 billion. So even before they start,
almost the cap 0.7 billion.
1 billion. 2024, almost total collection was 18 billion. Almost direct cost was 26 billion.
More than the revenue. Don't forget, say the IPP negotiation here, many papa we eco negotiation. Me say, mama thermal plant, which is a generator. Nemo generator now they ban. Me am petrol. Me am petrol. Unfortunately, petrol now are buying the bema. It is not part of the tariff structure. It will say ubi bill electricity for bar now utia bill now. Petrol no, the component of the petrol now. Enkaho. Nene where no more to my absolutely generator and yama holding it. So the question is not really. I'm not an ECG communicator. Omu inefficiencies. Senkomu inefficiencies no mutimi ye ho adwuma e bia na ka revenue be more na ma cost number from kakra. But the truth of the matter is that how we negotiated with the IPP was poor. I think World Bank spoke about it. Absolutely, and that is why even the minister himself in presenting the budget and I just want to read the budget for you to listen. Okay. Just give me some few minutes. Me atofo say me penasem or your candidate or say he himself will call paragraph 253 and we'll do a budget and the person can look at it. 2025 energy sector measures. Paragraph 253. IV. We intend to complete the IPP capacity renegotiations. Absolutely. because
to generate some savings through negotiated lower fixed capacity charges. This is in the budget. Which means Abine on one case acknowledges the way they signed the previous contract. Amwa. But Abine say at the time I know more signers our contract. Not the lights were off. It's when you are going into a negotiation at that stage, you go with a lower strength. And
it becomes a knee-jerk reaction.
It's a knee-jerk reaction. And at that time, and now to install capacity of 5,630. At the time, I know we have negotiations. Now the peak time, So we are on the Kenya, it was around 2,800.
Okay.
But signing IPPs and not installed capacity was getting close to 5,000. So at any point in time, about 6 of the thermal plants is
and
take up pay. So ECG for a buy committee almost say honorable. Mudi atemu abontin yetio. Now the real issue is not ya beli ayameje.
So the crux of the matter,
the crux of the matter,
sa petrona.
It's the crux of the matter is the cost associated in buying the energy
from the IPPs.
Absolutely, the generators and say their mama. And now I don't know. So one of the unfortunate things for ECG is say IPPs they quote in dollars.
Yeah,
it's ECG for quote in dollars. A some better amount in cedis.
So in the end, not just any ECG, 14.7 equal to the atomino. Ye jaw man come 80.
So PRC for buying. And we say PRC. My last letter about the buy, Abraham won now say 14.7%. One of the key components of it was exchange rate volatility. Say your exchange rate, no, I'm about 13.
Then I'm more.
We must have a chairman. Oh no, but can the doors?
You wait my own baby.
Now even the danger, I can't wait. The danger they say.
See a Canada.
Aha. Was a Canada also. And in the budget, I told us, say every 2-3 years, we are major tariff adjustments. And the key word is major,
which means on the page.
It is in this fourth quarter.
It is fourth quarter.
This fourth quarter.
TCG for you say be 50-something%.
It is in the budget.
No one to me yet. Government better at this 40% about for charging.
Okay.
Omundim say NDC.
Paragraph 254. Open machine menka.
Kai.
Mr. Speaker, as agreed with the IMF, and Hano, we will come to that. Because the IMF negotiations and kase upward adjustment.
Or kasa adjustment. Till you can
bring
it down.
And that is
now
why
someone okay. Say in the end there was a cost.
The BT intina PRC for buy me buso mo committee meeting they say.
I know I'm say cannabis also.
Me busa say into adjustment now more is it because of the IMF negotiation? No, say no. The parameters they are the same.
Okay.
All that IMF catch say make sure say you implement the parameters now they are to what they be ano.
To ensure say
now see asema atofo senkai. PURC will continue to implement the quarterly tariff adjustments to reflect changes in inflation, exchange rate, and generation mix. In addition, PURC will also undertake the major tariff adjustments, which will be due in the fourth quarter of 2025. October, November, December. November, December. We should again have 1 tier, and this is the budget.
And Shani will say
there will be a major tariff adjustment
to 14.7 credits.
And this one. And this from the budget.
But I bind it. It'll be do heavy obey adjustment.
The component here exchange rates and exchange rate number.
So a bit may do on that.
But some more catch on say, omo budget natural say, omo financials no loss or more is almost 10 billion.
There was some page.
So much to cancel. But I'm saying say, what the tariff adjustment one the better cancel here, consumers better. It is important that the point of renegotiations is done as quickly as possible. The cost now the enya hanya sadia
mami ti oti awawo tokuno ho
tokuno oko heaven ba on be pama hey it's a done deal. It's a
Una ya bo ma ya adweno ya bo ma say she's a goner.
She's a goner. Yeah, it is it's something that has been planned and you know even before the elections. The NDC almost top officials or on various platforms almost easy chairperson or beko. In fact, almost really a beko on baika the chairman of the party say easy or beko tokon or beko. Now petitioners and lawyers in Chatukata. Petitioner no say or the abba niyampamu CJ no or but the committee no the lawyer Chatukata. The lawyer for the petitioners, Title sorry, Chatukata. Who are known people, everybody knows. NDC lawyers call conference. More NDC lawyers conference. They are keynote speakers. So as for the decision to sack the woman, it's already been taken. Cosmetic. Or delay the process. But a stronger form on the power. Now the president's problem, I want to say, the constitution says the decision of the committee, he's bound by it. President, I'm going to report about what I said. He is bound by the decision of the committee. It tells him, I'm many there. There's nothing will change about it. The danger for me, for our democracy, no, and no, me that's where, and you see the share MPP, me share me now for MPP for near Kasa. We didn't have some other. Okay, say ye be electoral commissioner. Your friends,
Charlotte say.
Me as an MPP person, I told colleagues say, Master, me I don't see the use of that. I don't believe in that. Me to come back to hunt you one day, and the danger. The NDC for years is and two few say Nami had not say MPP for power. Bafu Bonnie and I say whoever becomes the chief justice no better. What are you talking about?
That's all no business
and that is where the danger is. Anyone say your democracy no. One because judiciary here the only arm. Yen ne janeko. Absolutely and a lawyer former or Kasa or see even the Supreme Court judges now
and
at the bench if you have acting chief justice that is divided on partisan lines like this, there's no democracy.
There's no democracy.
Mr. Mahama controls the executives. They control parliament.
And now?
And they want to control the judiciary. It's a recipe for disaster.
Dr. asking to forward me too.
Senior, my call a chief justice there, my constituency youth organizer, or frame send the best, or watch out. Stephen Atta Junior, Alfano South East.
Okay.
Youth organizer, deputy youth organizer, no pay so. Senior,
honorable okay.
And yeah, I didn't say, or say, it's planned. Let's say, you will feel crying in your mouth, then when you shut up. And the men in Yadrion, and your plant. Ya in Ghana, the Brana Yajuma. And the Embrano so, Article 146, H. Fasoa, ye Chief Justice. And you're 15 years, Sabia. No your face, send an annual pay or contact us a judge, many all colors were montage ship. How the coffin, and yes, they are not the ship your fit, and I obey once ranch, oh baby, and I be your year winter. Never no one means any generation.
That's a petition back, was a mammy and ranch. Or some mammy or back. Now, Raffia, or some mammy or send us sick as such and to my minimum one into Pomoro.
I know they say, Reverend, and no one say international. They say, and no man say international. As I know, mammy and son of crowd, when you know, this is all writing in the form of a petition.
That's right.
President DJ and that's what the Council of State, no more advice. Into all my advice in a real no more had I said, assembly in show woman. Yes, when the enter committee no more. It is a process when His Excellency Eddie Soa Abapimone. Second, a year, a reverend, his assembly, say, yeah, the petition to buy. And a president and Sumuswa. And I won't take your manners. No, and no, I did the Embranes and one way. Embranos Yani, Yani, I should say, Embrown, 1992. Any I should say, any year do so. In the Mbranian answer, son, on quaddy. No, see, this won't move so many. Assembly, I won't.
MPP, sorry, especially. Ye, Charlotte was saying, I go for the shock of Amrenim. That's right. What was your opinion on that?
And no charges and acquire number than a fashion. To say we have Chief Justice. A buyer or requested for sale, pursue charges for near His Excellency man say. 10 days. All requested 7. More a day, Charlotte day, all requested crown or a Eugene Hitchrock by so. Or the other. Because the Constitution gives Eugene that power to act other than the other. Also, the other, but when no farmer no cross and came empty. And I make him. One moon, Rebia society, you know, send an honorable Osha Opus or the point I'm making is if we hide behind the Constitution all the time, you may be right in law. But Minia, let's be careful. Careful, careful, and say, the Embranes.
So Chief Justice now, I said law is the law is
the law is the law. The law is the law. Near the law, no.
The law is the law.
Charges are charges are the body. Say charges are the body. It is a or more cotton say penny for a what would they any justice in the free? Would ever so omonin the omokolis one more time. The other two
people have raised questions about double level.
Also, why any day?
So almost court now. Yeah, this again.
Why any day? Because you know, mammy, any day. I know Ghana brand I be an answer, mammy, and I. Mammy, she said,
the team members are made of dumb level, and the petitioners and lawyers.
I said, I'm coming to I never present a bus. I mean, been so honorable. All stresses say, you know,
okay, now, honorable. So, in this case, are you also saying, say, the presence of Godfrey Dame and MPP Attorney General now also defending Mamino? Doesn't mean some Mamino say MPP. Because he's now the counsel for Tokunu. So how do you also juxtapose that?
Okay, that's a good point. Yeah, that's a very good point.
At the end of the day, church's president no shouldn't say.
Me reverend baby, I may drive you out to me and say.
But the law is the law.
To Abafu for bar.
The law
is the law.
Abafu for bar and Brana will do so. Me dem people say me na say charges say dey born nyina say e ba na say entiam de bia e dey limit my. What we go farm Abafu for bia won ye enfenti.
Yes am Brana.
They said your moka say the private tour we use public funds. Say ba na nye private tour na public call ye e dey na bit me no. Me you kro me ombu be omsu trimu fan ya unsu ko bi so. Yo. Me who said that is who
a baby there. Next Abafu from bar.
It go be busa ba.
Who said they come and tell you?
Say trimu fan unsu ko bi so. There's a unsu bosom.
Yo, next time be bar.
Yes, ba ko so dey we ma djuma unsu broni.
Yo.
Unsu me who dey ntia say ha no. Because I no corner say ntia wa.
There are people no pay doctor a lawyer Koku Ansari was saying say he sees a danger. Only the official investigation whatever I want should go on, but he foresee a danger where the Supreme Court justices are now divided. Here is the former director of Ghana Law School. So when he has intel to that extent, also now when you go there, Chief Justice now Omumweche 2.
We are virtually
Supreme Court justices no be jina Tokunu afa and be akojina the acting Chief Justice in the person of a friend say Bafuboni afa and pay I was say eno na ye ono ni fear because the moment ebeba sa no then send ye what MPP lawyers what NDC lawyers they say what NDC doctors MPP doctors medical doctors ye what MPP nurses NDC net you are polarizing BBR. Now,
the NDC doctor.
Was all my show.
Reverend,
this is
Professor,
funny.
Sorry, but me who say anyone. Institution
it's bound to happen.
Your choices, preference, ubia or the na mo discuss an opinion na mo can say justice Bafu Bonnie.
Yeah.
For time the father. And no buy no mo say election petition.
Wow.
6 na we jina baby ba kunti and no but ono CA or no for the fan now the fan say or no aligned to MPP. Now this time ye article 144 clause B eduru hono article 144 clause 6B eduru hono say any chief justice ono na the senior most obetimi etwa fa no even possess okuta MPP membership card okuta MPP membership card on the kojina mo bi to say the day gawu bai say we dey emfa say ono so sa I think e betimi etwa fa no eti me hu the fear emra na say ya me hu the entia party color na say o party affiliation and nti betimi am obesa no and they say me intention I know say intention nti me nyina the test of time me say the make no what you say anti me hu America kwa o Supreme Court o mo Republicans no mo Democrats omo dem ko open obi adem say judges wo nyina Republicans we me Democrats no ho e ma bo bi aba emra ne de me say the chief justice kind emra ne ye emra o
he made a statement say it was planned. Is it because certain comments from certain quarters and senior members of NDC no and I might be mujina say it was planned or not?
And senior okay in certain comments you are obi kasedi and obi esusuye bi and obi asem ojina be kind and obi timi insecurity asem and e bia and e asem yi say but me hu ni say yes sir agenti America say reverend yen hwe NDC by take you over from Kufo na one na chief justice Georgina Wood and yen appointed no charges no petition the time e buy e dey the see mails time e buy Mahama buy e buy.
But Obia Council of State did not advise to that extent. Tebia mami we dey any mood do.
Only that be.
What I'm saying is Chief Justice in the person of Georgina Wood time, there were petitions to that effect.
Yes.
And no crown about the late Kwabena J. So the assembly kokota mami no ka hu bi. Now in Tomka said there are so many ways of killing the cat. Was it Sophia Wood, Sophia Akufo, Chief Justice? I'm not a petition by President Mills time or Bogui.
And
people were expecting to say, "Oh, Penny, your mama," in as much as he's in consonance with Article 146, you know. Kono cross with me, Council of State, as I say, Mr. Wadi, your mama.
Say a buy a yard with the Reverend Asma Kane and Pasmo, and so why the kind of correct. Say a semi a chief or both Chief Justice. Say buy and ensure Jinem and His Excellency and the Council of State, Kululu Castle Makataswa.
There's so much in Kataso. By the Council of State, I advise Omaka Chom and Penny say to them there's no prima facie case.
And no, when a Council of State over say 30 something they say.
A also now man for to raise concern say there's no way a Council of State. Ubia show interest say Ubia Bino. Omunyina no at the beck and call of the president.
May Adeba Kwan and Pese, bien downplay such institution, they say. Inti and found so many now, they found so many na Kufu no
Sophia Kufu
Justice. Omuni ne woman NDC for. Inti Omu NDC for into Omuni are general modern. And when they may you after all this training, after all this, my Bob Brafamu in still now they can't think. And omuntu mi hunu fita omuntu fita omuntu tuntum omuntu. Sometimes me man yet say
but do you also understand that politics blinds us? Politics sometimes blinds us.
Yes, and also a bit messy. But my point is say send a you bit messy say politics in tea. And I said so president desires and the wishes man abemunti. Omo kwajatum saa so de betima ba almost so I dress almost a bit like I said the old
But I say, Mammy, and your birthday soon after more in some way. Happy birthday to Simone Obin Imogen of Christian Academy School of Oricrum from your dad Rich, Mom Jane, and your grandmother Simone Imogen of UK. Godwin Efo of Sabine from today is your birthday. Sumadu Dakwasowa of Kesbin Media. A special 50th birthday to Melisenta Kyoko of UK. Happy birthday to you from Mr. Alex Opoku Boatin of UK. Nana Kwame Bestie of Amsterdam, Kumasi Campus from Bob Schengen. Happy birthday to Bismarck Boatin of Ninahini from Kakape. Professor Edwedo Usu of Sunyani Technical University. Today is your birthday. Nana Yabuama sends this to you. Professor Edward Ousu. Then El Nathan Kwabna Boatin Nimakon of Citadel Academy. From your man Mandina Day of Multi-Credit. Mr. Osei Kwesishia Mine, Area Sales Manager MTN. Today is your birthday. Teusu of MTN Tafo. Solomon Otimba of Wemfie Bank Doma. Today is your birthday. Your dad, Dr. Asnoba Kwesi Bechi of Amagashi Herbal Center, Techiman. Christopher Tay Nate of Quality Steps Community School. Today is your birthday. At Fiyase, Omami Ophelia Dokino, and Samuel Apana, electrician of Port Cotta, Takrade, Emirate Collection sends this to you. Dr. Samuel Wumbe of 21st Clinic. Today is your birthday. You are at the Tema branch. Dr. Samuel Wumbe. Okay. Pacho, in 2 minutes, wrap up for me.
Oh, media. Medawasi. Namada me employers ase. For the next 4 years. Madam for the opportunity. Me sure say Omodo donate who say go be sending messages. Madam for the opportunity.
But I've checked, they love you.
I love them too. I love them too.
They love you.
I love them too.
It looks like they've settled with you.
I love them.
They are comfortable with you.
Madam
by mountain when you're there.
Of course. You know, they be I'm cancer when I always say because I'm a guiding principle. Say Abrewana some catch him. We got me way or say a brand we am for power. Not to name me cocoa mutiny there. Me the femo.
In fear I was Abba.
In fear I saw Saba but justify your inclusion.
In tear was a medium cocoa. One farmer no what the fem.
I tell you, sir, it is the most profound statement.
Now a guiding principle for you.
It is a menamwa me casa my behavior. It should tell me say in the next 4 years I said come back.
Now Coca say, Mammy,
Mr.
The other family. Safa family.
It's Medomasi and the support from them and the beyond manager. Of course, he said there will be any the electricity situation in Ghana. The best minister, say, Omwejuma, Ejuma no adding because I've been there before. A very technical area. We have PhD, Dr. Des, and upon Bishia.
I want to be Briman so.
Read Kofono. The transmission line 40 kV.
I said, guys, just a rule. Don't say transmission. Why?
You have to go as deep as this and doing it. Napo, I say, it's the old Kenyan. I hope so. Chess say,
That's a pioneer. I couldn't have no platform. Better how be coffee the nice course in the main channel.
Yeah.
And that's a part. I feel my catch youth in the Mebune war Ghana and Gankanya Santimem said opportunities are buying and introducing they should get involved.
Okay.
Jumera get involved. National Apprenticeship Program
Feed Ghana,
get involved. It's an opportunity. And now to see all the also in this out there buying so best was when this card you question Juma buy so best was senior. Say also person here for Unia Sassin, buy so best was senior, Bema siblings, or Bema. I don't know what now complaining. Say, yeah, will be my mind.
Okay.
And to say, you say, that financial independence. Now, young quiet, young consideration. Now, they be and you won't find a crazy in your ne pese abrabɔ no koyi ne aye yetimi di ehun so dia messel opportunity abebiana let's get involved ne enchechero man Ghana yi.
Thank you very much, Honorable Collins Adomako, friend Ura, Nintel Din Obejo. So, no, and a Fija Cabre North Brashe. Now, see, I know this time, more delay in your parliamentary committee based on our here.
I'm the deputy ranking on energy.
Energy?
Yeah, energy.
Whoa, yeah. That's great. Yeah. For now, Honorable. As if also a decacro. That's what Dr. Isaac to form Mountain car. I was on form the Musia on behalf of the crew, the chief executive producers, Akosia Suma Kukua Jando, and then directed by Ya Grace.
Kukua producer.
Kukua is under the chief executive producers. Are they? Oh boy, Juba Bruta. Kukua. No, never better, honey. Share.
Of flower that's one big year.
Aha.
Hey, mother day. No platform. No.
I was your father. The Musi Alamo Moka when you are boy. Yadamasi traffic phones so and boy Linda nomine mana can in Asha my baby. So, Yadamusi a full time brainy.